Importance of constructing a logical position or argument. The foundation of a rational argument is evidence that supports a conclusion reached through a recognized line of reasoning. To determine whether the argument is legitimate, it is essential to assess both the data used and the evidence's connection to the conclusion. A logical argument constitutes claims, grounds, and warrants. Claims are statements that the audience accepts as the truth and what the researcher considers as the outcome of their research. The grounds are justification, evidence, and logic used to back up the assertion and persuade the reader. A conceptual paper will use secondary research rather than original data to support its claims. The underlying hypotheses or presuppositions often of sufficient significance that connect grounds to claims are warrants. Constructing a logical argument for research is vital to convince and persuade the audience that a conclusion is proper based on the evidence available. An audience would likely have to contradict their opinion of this particular argument. Therefore, the evidence should be accurate, related to the research topic, and strongly support your position to avoid biases and misinformation or inadequate information such that it's difficult to prove the evidence wrong. For instance, the most commonly used evidence in business are statistics and expert testimonials. Inductive logic is much more complicated than deductive logic as it evaluates general propositions derived from specific examples. The conclusions may be invalid even if the argument is compelling and the claims are true. In contrast, arguments in deductive logic are either valid or invalid, and the findings can be proven right if the claims they are based on are true.